We have not an illness, but just some sniffles and stuff going on that we thought it'd be better to leave some guys behind and have a real light, quick skate today and try and be prepared for tomorrow.
Go ahead, no.
Simply a flush the legs out kind of day in between games with the late arrival, or was there kind of a targeted focus to certain?
No, today would be, we call it clean out day, and they have a good idea what that's all about now. We've done it enough. Late arrival, late game last night. So players got to do what they need to do at the rink to prepare tomorrow. Skate real quick, handle the puck, make some passes, not a lot of thinking. And we're giving them every opportunity to be fully recharged when it comes to game time.
When Quinton played on opening night, I think the comment was maybe the best game he's played. Last night, comparable, better, similar thing?
Well, I said this last night. I was asked in the scrum, and I said we've been hearing that from a number of different media people as well as in our coach's office and locker room with the players that maybe this was his best game. And as the season goes on, if we keep saying that, it's a real good sign. It means he's making progress. It means that he's consistent, and we need that from him. We're counting on him, and he's been able to deliver so far this year.
Was it one of your more complete games last night, attention to detail?
I would say it has since we fell behind 4-1 in Arizona. I thought the 8 periods we played since then have been more of what the staff expected from the team, and I'm sure the team expected from the team, than we saw earlier in the year. But it's hard work to do that every night and to have those details and to live up to the standard that we expect from each other. And we've got to rest today and do it all over again tomorrow.
Players seem to be getting a little bit more comfortable with the 4 left shot forwards on the power play, at least from what they're saying. Are you seeing some strides towards maybe comfortability in that situation?
There are improvements. There are more. It's not just the 4 left-handed shots. It's the players that weren't there that are the players that are there now. Pierre Luc, brand new. Language, ideas, changes and adjustments that we could quickly use just verbiage with the group before. Now it takes a little while, a little explanation, because he's trying to figure out what we're talking about. But overall, you can see increments of improvement, a little more confidence. That's why we continue to stick with that group. To go away from it after all the work that we've tried to put in would be, at this point, not real smart, but doesn't mean we can't change things as we go.
You also said this morning that on the power play, each guy has like a little bit different tendencies that he's still learning. Is that something that just can't come right away? It's going to take some time.
Exactly. And for as much as we'd like to practice at the right and proper intensity, I've talked about this before. A power play, you can't unload one-timers. Your teammates are the penalty killers. So there's a lot of circumstances that aren't recreatable in practice. So the true reps come in the game, and they've been getting some. They're improving.
Last 2.5 minutes of that second period, to be able to use a little bit of that footage for a while?
Well, we talked about that between periods because we talk a lot about game management, and I think our players always think about it from a defensive standpoint. Let's not get beat. Let's not make mistakes when we're tired. Well, we can take advantage of situations with game management as well. When you, especially in that second period, when you're close to the bench and you're able to hold on to a puck, you can change and then get ahead of them. And we talked and pointed out that, in our opinion, that's game management as well, and they took advantage of that situation offensively.
Todd, I wanted to share. I watched the game last night. It wasn't working, and I said to myself, "Nice play, nice play." I did it about 50 times. Is that the type of game it was, where it just line after line, just kept making the right play?
Well, they have an idea of what needs to happen, so the predictability is there. We have that all the time. It doesn't go away. but the execution part was there as well. So we were connected. We made the next play. One of their strengths, I believe, in Toronto is their ability to hunt and transition pucks. At least in the pre-scout that showed. And we had to make the next play to leave them and not put ourselves in that situation. So the guys did a real good job.
On the nose goal, Jordan Spence seemed to recognize the broken stick, and he had time to make the play. Is that a good example of maybe his hockey brain and the way that he can play?
Yes, on the offensive side, I think he's got that. He was very good at moving laterally. If you remember the goal, he went to his left, he came back to his right, and moved their pieces around a little bit to create that opportunity. So he did a tremendous job.